Who will win the All Valley? Robby? Miguel? Kyler? Tory? Sam? Dimitri? Chris? Mitch? Sean? The reason why it's so hard to predict, right, and I'm doing this video, this is sort of a, it's less of a character analysis video, it's more of a free flow kind of video, so I'm just sort of speaking off the dome pretty much. The reason why this All Valley is hard to predict is for one reason. There is so many fighters now. If you go back to Season 1, the only fighters that we had were Aisha, Hawk, Miguel, Bert, and Robby. And we knew that because Robby was being trained by Daniel, we knew Robby was going to end up in the final. And because Miguel is the central character, we knew he was going to end up in the final. We knew Hawk was going to be the Dutch-like character, especially with the way he was, you know, becoming this sort of aggressive type Dutch similar character. We knew Hawk was going to be the one to aggravate Robby's injury the same way Dutch would have, you know, the same way Dutch would have done something like that, you know, the antagonizing character. We know Bert's not going to do it because his power level is not over 9,000. And Aisha, you know, as cool as she is, you know, she was brought in to give, you know, the friendship group another character and to really sort of expand on her character. And I feel like, you know, they didn't really go to anywhere with that. So I'm hoping in Season 4, maybe they bring her back and she's with, like, Topanga Karate and, you know, she's with Xander or whatever. Something like that. And she's learned from them. Something like that. But you fast forward to Season 4, you don't have double the fighters, you have triple the fighters. And we have so many now. It's not like there were 1 or 2 students like there used to be. These dojos are literally, they're armies now. You know, there are so many fighters, it's crazy. And I think the one thing that really is going to be a real task for the creators and the showrunners to do, and obviously they filmed it so they know, but Season 1 was the All Valley fight. Season 2 was an all-out school brawl. Season 3 was an all-out house fight. And every single character got their shine. Every single character got a moment to shine. Doing that in the All Valley is going to be a lot harder. Especially because in the school fight and the house fight, there's no rules. Because it's open season. It's open territory. The All Valley, there is rules. And as much as the rivalry is between Cobra Kai, Eagle Fang, and Miyagi-Do, there is also Topanga Karate. There's the karate that was, you know, the guy that was fighting Miguel in the dream sequence. I've forgotten the name of it. But they're another dojo. There's other dojos in the mix. So this is why, in the build-up to the All Valley, I think it needs to be... I don't know if it should be 2 episodes, but at least make it as long as it needs to be. There is going to be so many fights in that All Valley. It's incredible. Like, I honestly feel like we're gearing up so many matchups. Like, I'm thinking literally like WWE style, you know, big main event of the night, you know, where you literally have so many matchups. And then you get to the final match, and that's the main event, and that's the decider of the whole thing. And that also is the other problem. If Cobra Kai was a movie, I would say if Season 4 was Karate Kid 6 or Karate Kid 7 or whatever, then Miguel would come out the champion. Miguel would win and he'd come out the champion because he is the central focus. Because this is a show, and as I've said, Robby is a great example. Robby's arc in Season 4 and beyond is just an extended Daniel's arc, where Daniel joined Cobra Kai, he trained under Silver, and then it was revealed that, you know, Silver was with Kreese the whole time, and Daniel was like, oh my god, and then, you know, all that lovely jazz. So it's literally just taking that element there, of where Daniel joined Cobra Kai, and they're just extending it, they're stretching it out. And it's stuff like that that makes you really wonder, aside from Robby, Hawk could maybe win. Because think about it, that's his redemption, sticking it to Kreese. Kyler could win. You know, he doesn't want his dad to, you know. Sam could win. Tory could win. It literally can go in any direction. And this is what's so great about this All Valley. I've said this 1,000 times regarding theories for next season. I guarantee you, of all the theories that I've done or everyone else has done, I'd say about maybe 20% of them are correct. I'd say about 80%, maybe even more, are dead wrong. Absolutely dead wrong, because you can't predict necessarily what's going to happen. You can sort of understand where things can go, But I think with all that's at stake, with Silver coming back in the mix, you don't bring Terry Silver back into the show for Cobra Kai to lose. You don't have Robby join Cobra Kai for them to lose. And I feel like with the name of the show being Cobra Kai, we're going to really see Cobra Kai as the protagonists. As much as we like Daniel and Johnny and we want them to. For me, that ending scene where Daniel and Johnny are together, the dojos are merged, it's not necessarily, oh, it means they're going to win the All Valley in Season 4. That scene is quite literally, this is what we've been waiting for all our lives. And it's literally just meant to say, hey, regardless of where the story goes, Daniel and Johnny are going to win in the end. That's what that scene means, at least to me, that in the end of all of this, they are going to win. That's what that scene is meant to be. But I feel like Season 4 needs to go the direction, and it needs to pay off this line. Think back to Karate Kid 3, when Mr. Miyagi is going to town on Silver and Kreese. Silver's like, I'm going to open up Cobra Kai dojos all over this valley. What if that's what happens? What if Cobra Kai win? Robby wins. Cobra Kai dojos start to open up all over the valley, and there isn't a damn thing that Daniel or Johnny can do about it. They have to sit back and watch. And I remember RJ saying this, so shouting you out, RJ. Quite simply, he put it as follows, and I think a couple of others said this as well, and I agree. Just imagine them sat there after the All Valley in the car. Like, you know how Robby drove home with Daniel after the loss? Think about it this way. Daniel and Johnny are in the car. Hawk and Miguel are in the back, or Miguel and Sam are in the back. And they're driving through the city, and all you see is Cobra Kai dojos opening up everywhere. That right there is an Empire Strikes Back ending. Now, I don't know if they would do that, because it is sort of breaching the lines of, you know, it's going a bit absurd now. Like, how many Cobra Kai dojos do you need? But I feel like with that, it really raises the stakes. And if you open up multiple Cobra Kai dojos, that means you get even more students. The army gets bigger. And then, what you do is you open the door for characters like Robby, and potentially, I know people have said about Tory redeeming, but I don't know, I think she's going to be loyal to Kreese. But potentially Robby coming back to Daniel, because they've got like new fighters now in all these other dojos, and they're not, it's literally like a military operation for them. It's literally a militant operation, and he wants nothing to do with it. It's becoming like a war zone over there. And then that could tie into his redemption in Season 5. You could even get people like maybe Tory bouncing back and forth. But I feel like with Tory, I think whatever happens with her regardless, I think she's not leaving Kreese's side. I think there's a bond formed between them now. I think she's with Kreese for the long haul. But I do feel like that is the route that they could go. Because we never heard what Kreese had to say. You know, if I lose, I go. If you lose, we won't lose. Gets cut off. I guarantee you that is going to be revealed mid-season. Mid-season, that is going to be revealed. That is the reveal. I feel like mid-season or around episode 7, Kreese or Silver is going to drop the bombshell. Right, if you lose, this is what's going to happen. And that is going to be everything that this All Valley is riding on. So I just feel like it would make more sense if Cobra Kai wins. You know, and I was thinking to do this in 2 separate videos, but I thought, you know what? Let me combine it into one. Don't really want to stretch it out more than it needs to be. Because it is all one thing here. So that's just why it's so hard to predict. It's not just because there's too many fighters, but because there's so much riding on it. You know, this show is about redemption in many ways. This is Silver and Kreese's redemption. Cobra Kai has never won. Like, on screen, we've never seen them win. We see it in Season 1 with Miguel and Johnny, but that's it. In the movies, Kreese and Silver never win. They never win. So they have to win. I feel like they really have to win. It serves so much to the story that I can't see... And look, this is the thing. This is just theory. If it's wrong and Miguel wins, then hey, I'm still on board. Because they have a plan, they know what they're going. And this speaks to the level of genius of the guys behind this show. Because even if Miguel wins, I don't even know of a way that they could go from there. Like, I can't even think of a way. Like, how do you raise the threat from that? So I feel like Silver coming back is going to be done with the right level of care for Cobra Kai to win. Honestly, that's That's just what I personally feel. I feel like Cobra Kai has to come out with the win this tournament. I feel it, you know, I just feel it in my bones, you know, there's something about it, you know, it just feels right. And I feel like I'm probably in the minority here, but I want Robby to get that win. I want Robby to win it. And I know people have said that Robby will fight dirty. Throughout the season, I have no doubt in my mind that Robby is going to be full on Vader, and he's going to be doing stuff to Miyagi-Do and Eagle Fang students, where he's probably, you know, going to town on them. But Robby's teachings of Miyagi-Do got to him first. So he's still going to have that balance, i.e. with the video we saw him visiting the kid with the backpack. That's going to play a role in whatever he goes through next season. And I just always think back to season 1 when the fight ended and Robby bowed. Robby bowed at the end of the match. Even though he lost, still humble in defeat. I feel like Robby could win just cleanly. Maybe Kreese says, do it like this, and Robby wins using Miyagi-Do, and then maybe Kreese goes, huh, self-defense isn't too bad at all. See? This show's all about flipping the script. But then again, they could go the safe route of Miguel becoming 2-time champ. As I've said, he has the rise of a champion arc, and that is ingrained in his character, and I wouldn't be against it. Miguel is the GOAT, he's the man. And as far as maybe Sam or Tory winning, I could see them doing it, but I feel like they need to set it up more. I don't feel like it's set up enough for Sam or Tory to be the winners. And I feel like season 4, if they're really going to have Sam or Tory be the winner, they'll set that up throughout the season. Because as of right now, going off the back of the last 3 seasons, I'd say the best bets are Robby, Hawk, Miguel. Those 3. Those 3 are the best bets. And then, obviously, when we start season 4, they'll start to do things that maybe make you go, oh, hang on, maybe Kyler could win, you know? Or maybe Dimitri could win, you know? Because Kyler, maybe he could have a story where he wants to prove himself. Dimitri has the rising underdog story. You never know. You never know. So guys and girls, jump in the comment section. I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say, who your desired fighters and winners will be for the All Valley. And yeah, man, it's so tough to call. Like, it really is. Like, I tried to think about it logically from a story standpoint. What makes sense? And again, I say Robby winning just makes sense to me. It makes sense. But then again, I've been wrong before. So Miguel could win again. You never know. You never know. And that's the great thing about it. And that's one of the things that I literally cannot wait for when season 4 comes. Is that is what that's what my eyes are on. As much as the season 4 as a whole will be great. The All Valley, that's where my attention is. I cannot wait to get to that final episode or 2 episodes where we really get into the All Valley mode and we see the fallout or we see the events, just everything. I can't wait for it. And the third thing is, as soon as we get it, there'll be a cliffhanger and a setup for season 5. But unlike most shows, you're actually interested for the next season. That's one thing this show does so well. Guys and girls, I'll see you in the comments section. And comment your rankings. Who you think would win, who you think is the most likely. What order do you think they'll come in? Who do you think will make the semis? Do you think certain characters will be eliminated by other characters? Do you think characters might switch sides? No. Hawk? No, not a spy. I'm quashing that before anyone says it. But maybe someone comes back to Miyagi-Do before the fight, same way Daniel did. Just saying. Anyway, guys and girls, jump in the comment section. I'll see you down there.